Hi everyone, Colin here. In this video, I'd like to give you an overview of the SSO procedures for Thinkific. I'm assuming in this particular context that a user is going to be authenticated in WordPress. That is, they have an account in WordPress, let's say using WooCommerce, using Ultimate Member or other form of membership on WordPress. Their account lies there. And what you want to do is either set up an account for them in Thinkific, or you want them to be able to jump directly from a WordPress site into Thinkific. There is a bit of a problem doing the other way around, and I'll come to that at the end. But to show you what could be possible, I've created a very quick plugin here on WordPress that allows a user to jump from WordPress directly into Thinkific. And what Thinkific also allows to do is if a user does not have an account in Thinkific, this will automatically create an account for them. Now it's important to point out at this point that you will need to enroll the user in another method, be that via Zapier or my other integrations. So this method is only for logging in. It doesn't enroll the user automatically, etc. So I developed two shortcodes here. You'll notice one is just outputting a raw link and the other one is actually a button. So to demonstrate the raw link, I'm just going to copy and paste it, open a new window here and press return. What you can see is this link has brought me to my site, which is Run Hybris. It's logged me in as Colin Longworth. If I click my account, just to show you, you can see the email here is the local development email because I'm using Flywheel for my WordPress installation that's running locally. So what happened here is the first time I did this jump, Thinkific created my account for me, filled in some of the details, first and last name, again, they're coming from WordPress, and then logged me in directly. If we come back to this screen here and we have the button, if I click this button, it's going to refresh the page. And what this one has actually done is that it has brought me to Thinkific, logged me in, and then it's redirected me back to my website. So for example, say you had a system where the user logs in and then you want to authenticate them with Thinkific. And then you want to bounce them back into WordPress, perhaps for a landing page. Maybe you have a library of content or something similar. You can do that. So you can actually tailor where the user ends up after the redirect. And just to show you these particular shortcodes, I'm going to click edit page. They're really simple. The first one is just Thinkific SSO. That's all you got to put in. There's a couple of settings in the background, for example, your API key and domains, etc. But that's the link that'll just output a raw link. And this one here is actually a shortcode within a link within WordPress. And I might click edit. Hopefully you can see this. So you can see that HTTPS comes in automatically. So there's the first part of the shortcode. I set the prefix to false, so that removes the HTTP. And also, as I demonstrated, I've edited the return to runhybris.com, so my main website. That's a WordPress site, not a Thinkific site. So that's a really quick overview of this plugin I've started developing. I'd welcome your thoughts. As I mentioned earlier in this video, there is a problem coming in the other direction. So let's say, for example, a user finds your Thinkific site and they sign up there with a username and password. That username and password is going to be different than it is in WordPress. So generally what I recommend here is if you're using WordPress as your central portal, so if users will always come to WordPress, always log in there and then go to Thinkific, it's probably worth exploring the idea of removing the sign-in from Thinkific. I'm not sure if that's possible. That's something you'll need to reach out to the Thinkific team about. Because ultimately what will happen there is if a user resets their password in Thinkific, it won't be reflected in WordPress and vice versa. So it's important that one or the other, the user login or sign up is disabled. So that's a very quick overview of the plugin. I'd welcome your thoughts. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email and I'll talk to you very soon.